This is Phil Bell on the Daily Mojo with your morning update. Today's update is for none other than Joe Biden. Joey, baby, let's make a deal. Look, I know you've probably already forgotten that last week you agreed to give a $6.6 billion loan of taxpayers' money to money-losing automaker Rivian. Now, let's recap. Rivian originally went public after raising billions of dollars in private funds from companies like Amazon and Ford. And later on, after blowing through all of that money, not to mention the IPO funds, it also raised $5 billion in a loan from Volkswagen. So, of course, after all of this money was set on fire, you decided to take some of our money as taxpayers and set that on fire too by giving it to Rivian so that they could build a factory in Georgia to build 200,000 cars per year. Now, never mind that Rivian loses more than $30,000 per car that it sells. Never mind that the EV market certainly doesn't need subsidies, and it most certainly does not need the government putting its thumb on the scales, as government is always bad at this. After all, let's remember how well things worked out with the GM and Chrysler bailouts. They failed. Oh, and by the way, don't forget about the Lee Iacocca Chrysler bailout, which worked so well that Chrysler needed to be bailed out a second time. So, I've got an idea, Joe. I really do. Since you're willing to just throw money away, I would like to build a train station in my backyard. Now, never mind that this train station wouldn't be connected to any actual railroad because the tracks were torn out decades ago, but I want to build one in my backyard. And look, we will make this train station capable of having more than 500 trains per day pass through it. And not only that, we'll also make Hunter Biden a board member of my new train station company. I mean, after all, didn't George W. Bush appoint him to be on the Amtrak board of directors despite him being a cokehead and despite the fact that Amtrak's own employees could not do such a thing? You're right. Don't worry about that. We'll do it. After all, he was pardoned, wasn't he? Anyway, this would be an absolutely terrible idea, but since you're willing to put taxpayer money behind it, go ahead and put some behind mine too. Now, the truth is, everybody, I'm bringing this to your attention for a reason. It's like I said in yesterday's morning update. The goal is not to clean up the mess that Joe Biden has made. The goal is to clean up the mess that created Joe Biden. So please, in the comments below, leave a note. Let us know what you are doing to spread awareness of all the corruption and insanity that's been going on with our government for the past few decades to make sure that our fellow Americans know what's going on. And I also want you to download the Daily Mojo smartphone app and enable notifications. That way you'll be up to date on the latest craziness coming out of Washington, D.C., and you'll know how to fight back. We'll see you tomorrow, and I hope you have a great day.
Phil Bell's Morning Update is only on the DailyMojo.com.